Hello guys, Zanitor here, and welcome back to Skylines Parklife, where we are back in Meadow Valley yet again. And this time, I already forgot what I said I was going to do last time, even though I just recorded that, not really too long ago in all honesty. But I'm not too upset about it, because I think I had a general gist of what I was going to do, and I believe it was sort of coming in, filling in this area a little bit. And then I think just generally trying to get, these little bits, kind of placed down and looking all nice. Kind of looking, I guess, in general what we have, really, because honestly, I don't even remember. There's quite a few options, plethora of options to be able to actually place down now. So yeah, we'll probably get into doing that real shortly here. There's a courthouse I just realized, which could have gone very nicely in this. But, I guess, you can't get them all in one place. I mean, you could, but I don't feel like redoing this a little bit. I kind of like how it looks as is, even though it's a little bit janky, but I think we're okay with it. At least I'm okay with it, and that's the main thing. One thing I know I'm going to do is turn down the music in my headphones. There we go, that's better. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this road, just to future-proof it. And I think the same here, but I'll keep this as the cycling, because I know that seems to be helping this kind of general area. I'd be mildly tempted to connect to this, but I feel like a lot of people would then just do that and then come this way to get to like this area quicker. I'd rather them go through the whole process, I think. I think it would end up making traffic maybe a little bit louder in the end. That's the hope, at least. So one thing I want to do before I add in any other roads here is I just want to come through here, maybe like so, and then this way. There we go. I just wanted a little road kind of surrounding that. Because it'll kind of regulate how this looks a little bit more, I think, and hopefully it won't take over the trees. It might take over some, but if it does, that's fine, because I can put in more trees and maybe even make them look a little bit better this time. And then we can go to the regular road here and figure out what we're going to do. But I hope you guys have been well, yet again, of course. I always hope that you guys are doing well. Myself, I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired, but I'm always tired, so it kind of works for me. Let's see, there's a spot here. I wonder if I could, yeah, maybe do something like that. Maybe that'll break up some more traffic. Perhaps. We'll see. I might just make it too busy for this bit, but I'll just keep an eye on it, and it'll be able to tell me how I'm doing. There we go. Just adding some different ways out of here, because as it is, it's messy. We'll just be honest, it's very messy. But yeah, hopefully that won't cause too many issues. I think the biggest issue we have is this right now. Honestly, this may be a bad choice having it at such a big road. I'll do that just so it doesn't have a lot. That might actually facilitate a little bit smoother traffic flow. So we'll do that.
Old music.
But yeah, so it's a little backed up. It's not too bad. I need to change it to daytime, I just realized. Oh, is it not working? Oh, there it goes. But yeah, I've been well. I actually, just the other night, I got a flight all booked to go visit my brother. He lives in well, around Washington, D.C. So I'm going to be going there, and maybe I'll even get some cool inspiration ideas for the city. Who knows? I like to believe that maybe that will happen. But yeah, I'm really excited to go there. I've never been there before. I've actually not visited a lot of the U.S., hilariously. You would kind of expect that I may have, but no, I've visited a lot of the U.K. Actually, I've been all over the U.K. I've visited pretty much every main city there, and also a lot of little cities that almost no tourists have ever been to. So I always find it, kind of funny that I've actually never just went to the, actual main bits of, the U.S. But I guess that's just how it is sometimes. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, is I think I'm going to upgrade this road to be, you know, a 6-lane or something. I think it's becoming an issue. I almost want to just take out this area, but I'm afraid to lose all the people. I'll be brutally honest. But I do want to fix the traffic, at least ever so mildly. I mean, it's not bad, it's just not great. There's a lot of... Probably adding that in didn't help. Maybe I'll just say no to that, so they at least have to keep moving until they get here. You know, kind of keep the flow of traffic away a little bit, because it shouldn't be so close to that. And as for this, maybe I'll actually downgrade that again to this. I might do it with this, actually. I might do that all the way through on this bit. So something like that. That can, well, nah, we'll do that. Alright. So, off of here, let's see if there's anything cool we could maybe put in addition. Such as... Okay, we're doing okay health-wise. What could we pop down here? Because I'd like to see something, you know, nice and fun over here that people would want to visit, but also maybe live around. Because I don't want to, you know, put them all in one space and all that. But if it worked out being like a nice area for something, I mean, maybe a mall could be fun. I could do its own little road though. I think that would be nice. So we could have perhaps like something like this coming out this way, around to here and back, and then we can plop the mall on it. Maybe right there looks fairly even actually. And then we could even cross from here. There's a friendly neighborhood park, fountain of life or death. Is there anything like really large? Because I would like a very large park in here. There's nothing like outstandingly large when it comes to the parks, I don't think. You know, the friendly neighborhood park is a pretty good contender. I realize I don't have water to it yet. I'm just checking out some stuff. The statue of shopping actually works pretty good because, I mean, it is a shopping area, so it might end up just being that. There we go. We'll try to pop this up nicely. There we go, we're prepped for a little bit there. I don't think we'll build too close to the airport here. I think we'll leave like a little gap for, you know, that kind of reason. Just because it'll obviously make life easier. I do notice obviously the airport kind of lets out into a sort of busy area. But I don't think it's too big of a problem. This is definitely backing up more than I would like it to. I don't really know how to fix this, in all honesty. I guess, because it's not going to house anything. So bear with me here as I try something. You know, I could, in theory, it's always, you know, it's always going to be good when I say in theory, because it's usually something weird. You know, have one like that. And then maybe something like, let's say here. That goes into there. My thought process with this is just quick way in and out. Don't need lots. And then maybe that'll work. We'll see. I'll be curious how people react to it and do. I don't want them really going that way though, but you know, a lot of people are obviously going to want to. Which, I mean, you know, I can do something to fix that. So we could, this I feel like is the place for tunnels. So, it's not going to be beautiful. We'll be completely honest with ourselves. And maybe plop this around like so. And on up to here. And then maybe we could even upgrade this to a 2-lane. And maybe even the same here? No, I guess it doesn't really need to be. It's more for the incoming. I think it works better. So yeah, I think that works in my mind. So we can turn that off. That can actually stay on, I think, and be okay. Just go and see what happens. I'm curious, to say the least. So I'll give that a little bit for, you know, it to sort itself out and figure out what it wants to do. I really, again, I don't like how a lot of this is laid out. It's too willy-nilly. I really don't like what I've done. What I'm hoping to do is maybe build in another area and get it looking, you know, all nice and being better and having this amount of people without it being like this, obviously, and then I can maybe delete all this. Because, yeah, it's not nice. You know, kind of frankly put. And it could have been such a nice area to build into. I don't know why I went so haywire. I guess I was just trying to get a lot of people in at the time. Which I wasn't trying to finish the series, so I'm not sure why I was doing it quite to the extent that I did. But, oh boy, I did. Alright, so this seems to be working okay, other than we have a bit of a backup here. Which if I wanted to fix that, you know, I could. Yeah. So all I would have to do is I could delete this street, and instead of that street being like that, I could have a regular street coming off here. Okay, that must be a fire station or something. I can have one coming off here, linking to here. So there's still a way into it, but you know, no holdups there, so this will flow a lot better for the meantime. So there we go. One thing I do need to do is I do need to hook this up with power, and I think the best way to do that is to fulfill a need that we may have somewhere. And since we are going to be having some schools and such around here, it probably wouldn't hurt to, or some people living around here, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a school, but at the same time it might be a bit drastic of placement. So let's see. I think a hospital right there would be pretty nice. I still don't think that's going to connect, but just for, you know, places like, I doubled that up just because it looked nice. Literally the only reason. Community pool is kind of cool. But I don't think it quite fits in this. I think that needs to be a neighborhood thing. We could have a depot. I don't know if that's... I mean, that does fit there, and that's something I've not done. And, you know, it being beside that, I think it could be okay. I'm really surprised that does not connect. How big is... Okay, that's pretty sizable, isn't it? We could always... Yeah, I really thought that would go a lot better, but I guess I could always have this here. And that can be your connecting piece for now. I think. It'll get there eventually. There we go. So there we go. I gotta say this seems to be going okay. This is actually flowing better, as weird as it may be. I am going to forbid them from doing what they're doing there, because obviously it is the quickest route, but it is not the route I want them to be taking. I want them to only be going right there. And then for this one, I only want them to be going this way. So there we go. And it's a bit of a shame that, yeah, it goes straight into this. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that, if I'm being honest. I could... I mean, I do wonder what it would be like if I just turn the lights off there. Kind of... I was hoping people would just, you know, yield to their own means, but instead they just sort of go for it. I mean, it does flow better than when the light is on. I'll give it that. So maybe I'll just leave it at that and say it's going to be okay. I mean, a lot of our population, I wouldn't doubt, is in this area. So that's what I worry about, especially, you know, deleting it very suddenly. So we're not going to do that just for safety's sake. Yet. So what's this? Oh, I thought it was just a weird thing, but no, it's fine. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We got like a nice little thing here. It looks like some tourists coming out. We could very well, we have a little road up here that kind of starts us off, and we could maybe have a nice little 4-lane. Oh, that's good actually, how that touches that like that. Comes off like that. And then this can be where some housing comes into play. We'll give them, you know, obviously the ability to street park, but what we'll do is we'll have a way through here. Like that. And that. I think. That should work. So something like that. And then we can come through here, maybe if I can get lined up properly. Oh, there we go. Only took 12 tries, but we got there. So something like that. And that. And it's not quite perfect. So I'm actually going to just leave it as that for now. And maybe just come out like this, and I'll do. So I can do this. Come out like this. There we go. To make sure I get it right. Oh, that was not right, that's for sure. That was very wrong. And then like so, there we go. And we're all connected there. Just before this becomes an issue. Because I'm sure that'll bite me in the ass somehow. So there we go. And then we can go ahead and zone this just a little bit. And I think just for ease, we'll have this as some heavy commercial. I think that's what's called heavy. Yeah, high density rather. And then we can just kind of portion this, you know, sort of as we see fit. I might start slow and just see how it fills in. Not so much for office, because I just know that that'll fill in pretty much automatically. I think that'll be nice through there, and then maybe some offices on the inside. I feel like that makes sense. We'll see how that plays out. And I forget we do have this whole section over here, which seems to be doing pretty well. Minus we have some garbage issues, which, I mean, that's pretty easy to fix, especially in this area. Don't know why I went to this bit. Because we could go ahead and maybe just... Oh, we actually have that there. It's just such a long thing. It takes them a bit. So I guess I could maybe plop in another one there, and they can be able to help out a little bit. Even though it was taken care of, but, you know, just for the future's sake. How's our train station doing, actually? Wow, 264 people. That is insane. 293. That's just our other one, of course. This is servicing 336, and I don't know what our international one's doing. 139. So international one's still getting up there a little bit. It's making its way, though. So, how's this doing? Is this residences? Yes, it is. One thing we do want, obviously, is we want them to be well educated. So we will make sure that we have the facilities, which is pretty easy. We get the coverage pretty swell there. We have a lot of capacity for university, so I don't think I'm going to bother putting too much of that in. And then we'll go ahead and parkify this bit. We're not going to do our own parks, not for this bit, but we will, you know, we'll give them stuff that would be wise, obviously, for them. Well, that's nice how it fits in kind of perfectly. So there we go. That'll be really nice, and that should keep everyone relatively happy as well. And then, you know, obviously we got Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to put down to be able to get, you know, certain things. Like medical center is something I would like to, because having the health up for the city is really fantastic. I'm just going to come a couple spots away from the corner, just in case I ever need to upgrade that road. I know I shouldn't have to, and I can just move it, but, you know, just future-proofing to a certain degree. So, and I think that was for the medical center. I'm guessing this was as well, maybe something through here. So the courthouse. Where could I put a courthouse? I don't know. And I really would like to be able to do something a little bit better over here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna fix. I'm gonna maybe fiddle with some roads over here, I think. So I don't really want parking here, but I'm gonna. Did that stay? Yeah, stay how it needed to be. I just feel like fiddling with the roads a little bit here, because I don't, you know, the sort of asymmetrical thing that I was dealing with before, I don't know what I was going for. It was something. It was something I was trying, and it was not working. You know, a courthouse could actually fit in right here fairly well. The noise doesn't quite reach over there. Oh, slope too steep. You know, I think that could be pretty nice. So, you know, kind of it being on the hill and everything, and then we can surround it by some other nice things as well. Oh yeah, we had more stuff for the little bit we have over here as well. I can't remember the name too. The nature reserve, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, so we had all the lookout towers, which I don't think I put any down yet. I don't see any yet, so yeah, we'll have to actually put that in all these. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I put a couple of these down. That makes sense. But yeah, lookout tower wise, I don't think I have any of those. Just the sort of like viewing decks. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to do that. I mean, like right here is a great spot. Everywhere kind of up on the hills, you know, makes for good areas. Is that a fire tower? Yeah, it is. It's an extra tall one, which I think having it sort of at our peak makes the most sense. And maybe even one here. Wow, that's a big old camping site, but I like that. So we can maybe plop one there. Maybe for the people that don't want to go quite as adventurous. And for the ones maybe who feel extra adventurous themselves. And for the people on this side, because it works for them pretty good. We do have fishing cabins and all that, but we don't have water over here, sadly. For hunting cabins, yeah, we could, you know, plop a few down here. And then, yeah, the rest is just sort of that. What's the last thing we get? Bouldering sites. Interesting. Alright. Did we hit our new desire? Yeah, so we're just waiting for the visitors for now. Nothing else needed. So, just kind of wait and see on that, which is awesome. And this is all still doing pretty fantastically. I think this is actually, as weird as it may look, it's probably one of my favorite roads for the entire city. I like it. I think I am getting better at the roads, as messy as they may look. Well, as messy as they do look, rather. You know, I'm pretty content with how they've turned out. You know, I couldn't really be more kind of happy with them, actually. Wow, so many people. It's great, though. I love the fact that there's so many people. And for how, you know, how much there is down here, the traffic is so light. I really don't know how, but it really is. Really our heaviest trafficked area. I don't know what it is other than maybe the new areas I've actually built in. I mean, this is pretty bad. This is something that, yeah, I do need to fix. You know, I'm not entirely sure what the issue is here. I don't know if it is the fact that, you know, this is like a 4-lane and they're just not able to figure it out for some reason. But yeah, they always seem to have some weird issue where they get caught up or something happens. I wouldn't mind to maybe see if I can do something about it. One thing I would like to do is, wouldn't mind it coming here, like so. Maybe, maybe just come around like this. And then, maybe like on up to here. And then out of here, maybe come around, that. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Come on, and then something like that. But maybe try to. Can I straighten it to where it just wants to go straight? I can if I do that. But it's not quite what I'm going for, is it? There we go. That's what I want. I just want to see if that helps. I've heard that if you make it where it just goes straight, it can help. I've not tested it to know if that's true, so this is what I'm doing now. And then we can have maybe something like that. I'm just curious if that might help the situation a little bit more. I know it's not going to help people trying to pull in here all funny, but it might help this from backing up so much like it had been. Granted, I'm not sure. But I mean, as it is now, it already looks better. I don't know if it is, but you know, it looks better, and that's all that matters. Alright. Pardon me, I'm just taking a drink. So yeah, I feel like that may be a better design. So hopefully so. Yeah, so this is constantly struggling. I don't know if it's just people that can't get to work or whatever it may be, but you know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is we got very overeducated people, and that might be an issue as well. It's, you know, it's kind of hard to tell. At least to me. It's probably very easy for someone who's, you know, more skilled than this I am. This is pretty backed up. Not like to a high degree, but it's not great. I guess people just trying to, it's like the one transfer through the city. But I don't think I'm worried enough about that. Like, it's still running smooth enough to where I don't see it as an issue, so I'm gonna leave it be. This is all going okay. This is still working in it, yeah. So it's still going alright. What else we got? Just kind of checking over everything, seeing how we are. Yeah, so it still seems to be working alright. Yeah, if anything, I think I've done a lot for the traffic already. And sort of cleaned up a lot, and then it looks like we've been building up an area here, which is good to see. I might go ahead and fill in this area just with that, and then since we got a little park here, I think having that on both sides could be nice. No, okay, that's just parking, I see. So yeah, this is as big as this area is going to get. We're not going to make it any bigger. We'll make another entrance to another area when the time comes. Because we don't want everyone just trying to pile into this area and make it bad. If it becomes bad enough, I will make another entrance. That is hopefully more accessible to make people, you know, try to get where they're getting that way. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. How are we doing? So we got a bit of a lack of coverage back here. Trying to decide how I wanted to do this. I mean, I could, I guess, while we got the space, before anyone pops in there, I could just do that. And that should cover it in pretty good. It did. This police depot actually could be pretty nice. So maybe I'll do that. Kind of have it take some priority there. You know, we don't really have a metro to get around this side now. This could probably come in handy, especially over by the mall. Maybe we could plop one down here. And then we'll get the curvy bit here. And then We just do that, and then have one that goes from, have a line that goes from here to here and back. And there we go. Perfecto. So I feel pretty confident about that being something that should hopefully help. Kind of just disregarding bus lines at this point. I know they're still working, you know, where we have them in other parts of the cities, or the city rather, and I'm kind of okay with, you know, what it's done and everything. I don't think I really need more. So I'm gonna go and fill in that. As for what we're gonna do, you know, with extending of here, I don't really know yet. For filling in this, I don't really have like a plan. I'm afraid to make it really busy again. But you know, I think it's just gonna be something we'll have to do. One thing I could do, I guess, is could maybe pop off of here. I'll keep using this. Maybe go back out to here. That's not very straight, is it? There we go. Let's do that, and then there we go. So that might help a little bit with the situation I'm going for. And then would it be dumb to maybe a bit close, wouldn't it? Trying to figure out how I foresee this in my head. Really, I guess. So that could, in theory, work. And we could go ahead and just, there we go, fix that around a little bit. And then when it comes to this, we can go ahead and just pop these lights off, have this right turn only into here, obviously when it's safe to do so, and then we'll be able to build into this area. So my hope is, you know, people will go that way a little bit more and maybe make life a little bit easier on us. Now I really would love to, you know, level this and make it all look nice, to be able to use it all for everything, but I know that if I did that, it'd probably just end up really screwing everything up, which yeah, it automatically does. Unless it's, what do I use for this? Slope. Nope. See, this way you can't trust me with these things. It's dangerous. Well, I'm dangerous with the tools. Yeah. It's just best if I just leave it alone. Let it do its thing, and then I'll just build in and try to make it look nice where I can. So I think the next step is we could go ahead and just perhaps maybe continue off these a little bit. We'll come back to the straight line, or yeah, I guess perhaps that might be the best way to do it. These aren't very straight, are they? That's a bit annoying. How about this one? It's slope too steep. Yeah, it does present a bit of a problem. Maybe I can actually just come in here and sort of lower it a bit to be able to do what I want. Nothing too extreme, but that might make it where I can build on it. Perfect. So I know that's not like incredibly straight, but it's as straight as it wants to go for some weird reason. So let's see. Yeah, I don't really. Well, maybe that many lights won't be such a big problem when everything's in here. So let me switch back to this, because we need some places for them to be able to park, of course. That has a lot of lights, though. I'll be honest. I don't know if it's too many. I'm just deleting all that. I don't really need this. I think perhaps I can just make that better in some other way. Maybe make a section off of here that's disconnected from this. I think that might be a smarter way to do it. Maybe have its own main street of sorts. I really fancy this avenue. My hope is being able to do something where it can work, you know, and not back up crazily with traffic, which is its usual, you know, go-to problem. No, it's a bit off. This isn't going to be centered in any way, and I do apologize. Slightly due to the hills and slightly due to my incompetence. Mostly due to my incompetence, but I just really want to do that because I think it could be fun. If it doesn't work, I'll just change it to these ones with bicycling lanes. And just before I forget, because I know it's not fully covered, I'm just going to do this. And make sure it's all set. There we go. And then on the inside of these, we can, I think, just make some nice, like, sort of, maybe like small neighborhoods in a way. Okay, gotta be careful. I nearly made a swastika there on accident. Do not want to do that. Alright, there we go. And, yeah, perhaps something like that. Connect that up. So that can be like its own little neighborhood. Then come out here. Maybe all the way to the edge. Come off this way. Do the same. And then out of this bit, we could maybe plop on through this way. And I think connecting these won't be so bad. I won't do that. Alright. So maybe something a bit like that. And my thought process with this is not everything connects, so it won't be like a, I mean, and it connects in maybe like certain ways, so it won't be such a big mess. I could even connect that if I felt fruity enough, which I will do, because I don't think it'll hurt too much with the way that I've done it, hopefully. And then we can make this some nice zoning. But what we're going to do, because I think this is the ideal way to do it. Again, it's probably not. I did not want to do all that though. So we can take that away. And then maybe do that. And then we can come in with some offices right here. I think some offices here would also be ideal. There we go. And then on the inside here we can do some low density stuff as well, but I think to a certain degree mostly want it to be, you know, sort of high density housing. But you know, it's kind of nice for them to have like the shops and stuff, I think, on the inside. And maybe even some offices. Because I don't want to oversaturate it too much with one thing. Maybe even some big ones. This bit, I think, go well with that. Maybe some offices. Some more housing. And then some more offices. And then another touch of commercial. And we're disconnected here a little bit, and we're obviously going to need a lot of services out this way, so we'll try to connect it up via services here. Because, yeah, it will need its own medical center with its own crematorium. We could even, since this area is a bit more of the sort of area that could use it, I would like to actually get a sports hall in here, because I think that's pretty fun. And then beyond that, obviously the medical doesn't actually reach all the way through there because of the way it's set up, but it should be okay. Maybe we can always, you know, do something like that. And then police, of course, we'll need that. And then we will need some schooling. So how much does that cover? A decent amount. And that, also a decent amount. We could probably use one on the inside here, though. And then for high school, I think that covers pretty much everywhere. It does, which is great. And yeah, we don't really need it for university right now. So to connect this up, we could just do some park maneuvers here, as per usual. That would be nice if that fit there, actually. It fits there, though, which is pretty cool. So something like that. And then the playground, maybe. Maybe you can plop one in there. And that should connect everything, actually. I think. As long as it reaches... yeah, to a certain degree, that's pretty much what we need. And then as stuff fill in, that'll connect everything else up. To my knowledge. Yeah. Trying to see if there's anything else that can really, like, you know, kind of tie in. One thing I could do, not this. You know, I could get maybe a building of some sort over here. I like the Big Ben. I kind of want to put that near the London Eye. It's pretty big, but I don't think it's like too big that it's like insane. So maybe something like there. So like oh, they actually connected that too, which is great. So I think that works pretty well. I don't think anything else really suits the area. Gotta find a place where this goes as well, because I want to. I'm trying to get these plopped down, but I'm trying to get them plopped down where they make sense. This makes a lot of sense to be down here somewhere, so I think like putting it in right here would do well. I have this art museum as well, but I don't think I want to put it in yet. Oh, it's a cathedral as well. Interesting. High interest tower. Yeah, big old space we gotta get somewhere. Big old thing we gotta get somewhere right there. Actually, the Big Benish thing. Where'd it go? Ah. This would fit pretty well right here. Because, you know, near the London Eye and all that. Why did they not like me putting that down? I'm unsure why they didn't like me putting that down, actually. So there we go. That's pretty great. And then transport tower. What's this help for? Space elevator. Maybe I should. How close am I to? Because I would like to get the medical one. I don't know if I need anything else fancy for that. I think I've done quite a few for it so far. This was for it. One of these were for it, and I think I've already gotten it down somewhere. Yeah, the medical center. So there's something in here, maybe. What was this for? Oh, the collider. Okay. Oh, so I've already got that somewhere. So I guess it's really just. Perhaps it is just this, so maybe I can find a nice spot for this. The touristy area would actually work pretty well for this, and this area needs some loving, it looks like, so maybe like right there. And there we go, we actually have the medical center or whatever it is, yeah. So yeah, this makes a lot of people happy in our area, and a lot of people very unill or healthy, whichever terminology you prefer. Don't know where I want to put it actually. It's kind of a good question. Because yeah, it kind of feels like it needs to fit in somewhere that's going to have some nice buildings and such. I mean, this is a bit extreme for the area as well, isn't it? I mean, the place we have the biggest buildings is definitely over here, but even then it feels a bit out of its comfort zone. It's because we don't have that big of buildings. We're not really an IT place other than over here, I guess, really. I mean, it could work right here. Yeah, that fits in pretty well. And then if we get anything else, obviously we have the space to do so. So that should work. So perfect. There we go. We've got one down. I mean, obviously if we can get all of them, that's going to be fantastic. And I think we can within due time. But let's see. How's this doing? Is it like a thing, not enough workers? Yeah, I guess it's because, we're getting people coming in and trying to get there and all that. And yeah, we got some overeducated people, which might be, I don't know if that's because but I don't really know what that is. Yeah, I guess we should have some very educated civilians, which or citizens rather. I'm not complaining, it's a great thing, but it doesn't help sometimes, I guess. This seems to be doing pretty well. So this filled in a bit, so maybe I could go ahead and pop another one down there. Maybe another office, and then maybe another one of these. Then for here, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll put down another one of that. Because I think that should be okay. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. We're having a bit of problem with the garbage getting back here, but I'm sure we can sort that out in some way, shape, or form. But I think that's going to be it for now. I will talk to you guys in the next episode of Skylines Parklife, where we will be continuing this and hopefully making it look all nice. We'll also be, trying to figure out if this is working, which I think it's going to. It feels like it's pretty good thus far. And then we'll also be coming in and probably adding in a lot more of these, and then trying to be unlocking more monuments, and we'll just slowly try to implement everything and then slowly try to build up everything. We're actually back in like a positive note, which is nice to see. But we'll keep at it. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hey, thank you for watching. I'm Zanitor, and please like, comment, and subscribe. That will help me out very much, and I hope to see you guys here again. Goodbye.